So 2024 saw you make your debut in ACO Rules Racing with a pole position and podium at your home race in Le Castellet. Now you're joining Sarah Michaud in the ALMS and also in the LMS next season. Tell us about your first season with the Iron Dames and your move up to the two prestigious championships next year.
So this first season with the Iron Dames was a preparation year for me, and that's why the goal was to do the Michelin Le Mans Cup as a good series to start with the GT3 because yes, it's an endurance championship. So it's preparing me already to what's going to be for ALMS, for ELMS, and it was very good to be able to do that. The crew knew what to do. It was Lamborghini and know the car, so basically it was just go and drive, and this is a very good feeling to come prepared and to be confident in a GT3.
This weekend will be your first 4-hour race with 3 classes out on track, which will be move up from the 110-minute race and the 2 classes on track. However, we mustn't forget that you've done pretty well at the 24 Hours of Nürburgring in the past, so you're used to longer races. However, how are you going to approach this weekend's 2 longer races?
I think this is going to be quite tough, to be honest, because yes, Michelin Le Mans Cup, it was just 1 hour stint, which in the approach I was trying to do like a sprint sometimes, and that's somewhat the point. Maybe I was a bit more steady, a bit more relaxed, but here it's so new, everything is new, and just talking about the LMS and now the Sepang round, it's just a very crazy track with a lot of degradation. And as a preparation again, we use the LMS as a preparation for ELMS. So we want to get the best for this. So it will be, I believe, double stint and things like this. So it's a double amount of time in the car. Now I really have to work even more maybe with the degradation of the tires, which is also something very important and good to learn for the ELMS. So yeah, this is the approach we're going to do. I will have, I believe, a lot of driving time. I'm not complaining. It will be in very hard conditions. So it might be a challenging start, but it will be a good way to prepare for sure the season.
You raced a Lamborghini this year in the Michelin Le Mans Cup, and now you're racing a Porsche 911 GT3R. How are you adapting to the Porsche?
Yes, so this is still something where it's a challenge for sure. I've been driving Michelin on the Lamborghini. It's a different still. I drove a little bit the Porsche now. I did some testing. So I'm starting to get used to the car. And to be honest, I don't think it will be a problem. And especially after this weekend, I think the fact you have 2 times 4-hour race on the weekend, this is going to help a lot on me to understand the car. So my adaptation will be even better at the end. I'm very confident at the end of this weekend. And
your 2 teammates are helping you with the preparations?
Obviously, let's not forget Michi and Sarah. This is very nice to work with them. Different tips coming from one or the other, different approach, and they are supportive also on what I'm doing, so it's helping a lot too.
You've mentioned the tyre deck here at Sepang, but what are your thoughts on this circuit after doing the 2 free practice sessions?
Yeah, I've been told it was a challenging track. I mean, I've done it on the sim as well, and well, you have a little bit of degradation on the sim, but it's for sure nothing like real life. And I would mention the 2 last corners, which I think are why Sepang is a nice track. I like it. It will be the key to find the reason to be consistent, to not get stressed too much with the tire degradation, and I think that will make the difference at the end.
What about traffic here? Is it going to be a problem? Because obviously you've got LMP2s in the mix now, which you haven't been used to before.
Yeah, but then you were mentioning earlier the 24-hour Nürburgring. So it's easier, to be honest, when you have a bigger speed difference when you are a slower car. There you could just stay on your line and mostly the guy just overtake you, you know. When it's a bit more closing speed, something quite similar, then it's a bit more difficult to judge how is the car, what it's going to do. So therefore, they're also still learning this a little bit, and it's way different than the Nürburgring Nordschleife because you have more corners in a shorter distance. So this is the main differences, but also there, I believe I will. I'm looking forward to this. It's a nice exercise.
GT grid is huge, obviously not as big as the Nürburgring 24, but let's say it's a big grid for us, 25 cars here in Sepang. What are your thoughts about the competition you'll face here?
The competition is very high. It's very simple. You get a lot of level, a good level here in Asian Le Mans Series, and this is also nice to know for the future where I am, what to expect, and maybe to see at the end of the season if there are the same people in ELMS, for example, okay, this is where I started and this is where I've landed. So this is nice, and yeah, I will learn a lot for sure from this.
Anyway, wish you the best of luck for this weekend on your ELMS debut.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Celia.